What's up guys, my name is Alex. I go by Ascend Fades. We're here with my boy AJ. We're gonna be giving him a high taper and a nice beard fade. Let's get right to it. All right y'all, so to start this off, we're gonna debulk a little bit. So we're gonna go in with our 3-guard, about midway through, not too high up. He wants to keep some of this bulk up here. So we're just gonna go lightly, get rid of this a little bit. Right now we're going with our 3 close. I'm gonna open it up a little bit. So we're just gonna go a little higher than that 3 close. I'm gonna do 1.5 open, go right under that 3. I use this method. 1.5 kind of blends right into the 3 when you flick out a little bit, nothing too crazy. Obviously you don't want to put too much pressure, you don't want to try to create another line, kind of just want to seamlessly blend it in. Go 1.5 close now, a little bit lower. Don't put too much pressure, that's the main thing. You don't want to create another line, you kind of want to just let it flow while flicking out. Grab my trimmer, set my line in from the top of the arc down to about right here on the ear. I'm just going to debulk now. So how he likes his beard to be faded a little bit lower. So since I have the trimmers in my hand right now, I'm just gonna set that line in so it makes it easier, saves some time in the long run. Past our shaver now. Get it nice and bald. It's gonna make the blend pop out way better. As you get to the top up here, flick out, you can always go with the single foil. Now after that, I'm gonna grab my trimmer again, like this. I'm gonna tap lightly, get rid of that line so it makes it easier when it's fading. You're not doing too much, you're just kind of just tapping at that line. Bring the line a little bit up. Now we're gonna start blending. Clipper open, about like a finger up. Flick out lightly. You don't want to tap too hard. You don't want to go too high up. You kind of want to just give it a nice blend, make it look easy. 2 methods, you go halfway open or you go straight close. I'm gonna go close first. Tap that bottom line right here. Bring it up little by little. Be light. You don't want to go too high up with that because then you're just gonna push the fade up. Open your notch 1. Kind of just playing with the notch right now, just opening it 1 by 1. I get to halfway, I know where I'm at. I see my fade, fully open. Keep going at it. Now I'm gonna go with my half. Do it lightly enough. You could kind of blend that half right into that 1.5. Try not to press too hard. You don't want to make another line. You kind of just want to go at it, give it that nice effect. We're gonna do halfway open, a little bit lower. Right now you're just lever playing and using your corners. You don't want to use the whole teeth because you're going to set another line in. Might go a little too high up. If I see it little right here, I'm going to go in with my 1, just slightly. Tap at it. You can always do shears as well that can point cut the stuff out that you don't like. Personal preference, every person is different. Just blending into this top right here right now. Shear over comb. You don't want to go too high up, you kind of want to just keep it in the area. I'm just going to take my 3, I'm going to rake it down right now. I like to go with the grain. You see my canvas I'm working with right here. When you do your fades, you just split it how you want. You could go all at one, do the top first, then do the beard. I find it easier if I just do one side complete first and then I could just do the other side, just match it. Makes everything a lot easier. So doing the same steps I do with the top, just fading down with the beard. 1.5, I'm gonna rake at it again. So I was doing the 3 close before, and I'm doing the 1.5 open. I close it now. You kind of match your steps as much as possible. So now I'm just 2, taking away this harsh line right here, making it nice and soft. Now using my 1.5 close, just soften up this line. So his hair grows like this, so I'm just gonna use my corner work right here, and I'm gonna go with the grain. If I would go like this, it's not really gonna cut as much. So if I go with the grain, I'm going to cut a lot more, save myself some time, because I'm not fighting against the hair. I'm going with how the hair is going. Right now I'm just taking off this line, just lever playing. This side is hair going more down, so I could actually hit it up. I have my trimmer in hand. I'm just going to line up the vertical bar here and the line up right here as well. Try to just do it all at once, save some time, make an outline of everything. You see my client has some sunburn, so don't want to press too hard. All right, now we're going to do the other side. We're going to do exactly the same steps. Just match everything we did on one side to the other side. 3 closed. Take it up, fully open. A little bit up. 1.5 open. Closed. Skin's peeling. We're just repeating our steps we did on one side to the other side. You know, when a lot of barbers start out, they're afraid to take the shaver up If you ever want to take the shaver up too high, or you set that line, just go like this and tap at it. Kind of erase that line, a little bit, soften it up, so it makes it easier when you're blending. You know, a lot of people when starting out, you're afraid of making mistakes. You don't want to mess up. It's okay to mess up. You're learning, just starting out. Everybody messes up. Process of learning. You're not going to be good until you fail a couple times.
I guess, how do you overcome, obviously being young in the industry, people look down on that as like lack of experience. How do you overcome that in the barbershop?
I think it's hard because, I'm young, so people ask me how old I am and they'll be like, damn, you're young. I'm like, yeah. I think more about having like a certain maturity level or like, talking to people.
What advantage of you being a 20-year-old barber does that give you against other barbers in the industry?
It gives a big advantage. Honestly, you just start early, you get a hang of stuff. You get more experience in the long run, because by the time you turn, 25, 30, you have more years experience than, a lot of other guys. People in this industry, they start later. A lot of barbers it's not their first career. So when you start young, you kind of get a little jump on that. Gives you a little advantage in the long run. It's a little hard at first because you're trying to get out of your comfort zone. You got to talk to people. This is a service-based industry. So, talking to people is the big, reading the room. Some people want to talk, some people don't. Just getting to know people, like building connections is really the most important thing, honestly, in life. So the more connections you have, the better it is. Learn from, other barbers that are more experienced, take constructive criticism. I know when I first started, I sucked at that. It was kind of hard. I thought I was I know it all kid, and, grateful for the people around me and the barbers I worked with. They kind of showed me what I was doing wrong. They gave me, mentorship, not as a barber, but as a person. It helps you grow as a better person. You're gonna go fully closed, just right down. Now I'm gonna flip it all the way open. His hair is going this way again, so I'm kind of just attacking it like this. Moving the ear out the way so I don't cut it, I don't. Clipper is amazing. It just has amazing power to it. I love how it feels. The guards are amazing. They cut through the hair more easily than, any other guards I've used. It has the 2 settings. If I do want to go for a slower cut, I could just have it on my 1, or I usually like to have it on the higher speed, so I just hold it. Gives me a little power boost. Gives it more power, easier to cut through the hair. For bulk, it's amazing. Kind of just shreds the hair. So if you ever got one of those crazy buzz cuts that they came with all that crazy hair, this is the clipper to go. Same with the trimmer, best trimmer on the market. Lines that it spits out are fire. Just lever playing with the clipper right now, using my corners, just getting this nice and blended. Looking at the fade, use your mirror, cross check. Setting my nice line. He likes a high taper, so there's different points you want to attack. Right now, I'm gonna go with my 3. You can just debulk it. His hair's not too long, so the 3 is not really cutting crazy. So I'm just taking it at 3 closed, about to the parietal ridge. I usually always debulk with the 3 because I feel like it's like my safe point. Doing my 1.5 open now, going right below that 3, giving myself a good transition point. 1.5 closed right now, going right below that 1.5 open. So I'm gonna follow at the end of his earlobe right now, and I'm just gonna set my bald line in right there. Yeah, a nice clean line, Try to get as straight as possible, you don't want to press too hard either. You don't have to press too hard. Just go in with it. As you get to the top, flick out. No guard open, finger width up. Flicking out as I get to the top. You don't have to exaggerate your flick out, just nice clean strokes. Brush as you go. Fully closed right now, attacking that line. I'm flicking out as I get up. I'm attacking one side. All right, now I'm gonna attack this other side. Now I'm gonna go 1 notch up. I'm gonna attack this line up here, go a little bit higher on this blend, halfway. And I'm gonna get rid of this line for the most part. I'll clipper, lever play a little bit later. Get this blend in nice. Half open, I'm really just gonna flick out. Don't press too hard, you don't wanna set another line in. Going really about like another finger length up. This is a high taper, so I could take it up a decent amount. All the way closed. I'm working in this one side right now. Grab my corner work right here. Play a little bit. Bring this line up a little bit. I know it's not gonna take it too high up. I know right here is darker. I've been passing my open, it's not really cutting. I'm gonna go fully closed, pulling the skin down a little bit, just so I can, you know, see how it is reacting and what's going on. And then just keep lever playing. See a little bit, like I say, you could go in with your shears, get it all nice and blended, tap at it a little bit, and just soften it up. So we get around here, flip my trimmer, tap it nice. Same thing I did to the other side, we're gonna do to this side. You don't wanna push this line too far, but you also don't want it to be like too in, where there's no lineup at all. You kinda wanna make it pop out. All right, now we're gonna take our Tomb45 pencil. We're gonna use the tan side. Apply a little bit on my hand here. I'm gonna take my trimmer, I'm gonna tap it on my hand a little bit. I'm just gonna go right where I lined everything up, pass it around. Gives that extra little pop. Also learned this from another barber. I'm gonna do that all on the lineup, so on the beard. And I'm gonna go in with my actual hitters and re-tap it, you know, just blend everything in. Brush it a little bit, you know, soften that up. Tap it, you know, you don't have to press too hard. Chalk kind of goes pretty easily. And exactly what I did, grab my actual hitters, just soften that, fade it. Like contour, you just contour everything together. I'm gonna use my trimmers, I'm gonna line up the mustache. As you get into the middle, you don't have to use too much of the full blade, use your corners. You see the way his hair grows, it's a little weird, so. For the last step, we're just gonna use our Tomb45 Turkish razor. We're just gonna line up the vertical bars, the beard, make everything look nice and sharp. Just make that line nice, make it pop out. Get rid of that little ash, just go back in. When the skin is clean, it makes a nice ash line and brings everything nice, makes it look fire. All right, y'all, we're done with this fade. We got a nice high taper with the beard. You can follow me on all social medias, Ascend Fades, ASCEND Fades. Smash that like and follow button.